Have you ever lost your phone? I hope not, because Linda lost hers last Friday. And what happened next was a complete mess. So, let me tell you Linda's story. It was a normal Friday evening. Linda stopped at a supermarket on her way home. She only needed a few things: some milk, some bread, and a bag of apples. A few minutes later, she was standing at the checkout counter. The cashier smiled. "That'll be $28.50. Linda smiled back. Then she reached for her phone. She wanted to pay, but her hand stopped. Her phone wasn't in her pocket. That was strange. She always kept it there. Linda checked again. Nothing. She opened her handbag. Still nothing. Her smile disappeared. "1 second," she said to the cashier. She started looking through her bag. A notebook, a water bottle, a pen, some receipts. No phone. Now people were waiting behind her. Linda felt her face getting warm. She checked her coat pockets. Nothing. She checked her bag again. Still nothing. "Oh no," she whispered. "I lost my phone." The cashier looked at her. "Are you sure?" Linda nodded. "Yeah, I had it this afternoon." "Maybe it's in your car." "I don't have a car." "What about your office?" Linda thought for a moment. Maybe, but she remembered using her phone after work. She had checked a message while waiting for a taxi. Then, suddenly, she froze. That taxi! Her heart sank. What if I left it in the taxi? Now she was really worried. Her bank cards were connected to her phone. Her work emails were on her phone. All her family photos were on her phone. Even worse, she didn't remember the taxi company's number. Everything was inside the phone. And now the phone was gone. Now the phone was gone. Linda took a deep breath. "Do you still need this?" the cashier asked, pointing to the groceries. Linda looked at the bread, the milk, and the apples. For a second, she forgot why she was there. "Oh, yes, sorry." She paid with her bank card. Then she picked up her bags and walked outside. The evening air felt cold. She stood on the sidewalk and tried to think. What should she do first? Call the phone? She couldn't. The phone was missing. Call the taxi company? She didn't know the number. Search her bag again? She had already searched it 5 times. Still, she opened it again. Nothing. Linda almost laughed. She knew the phone wasn't there, but somehow she kept checking. Maybe it would magically appear. Of course, it didn't. She looked up at the sky. Then she remembered something. Her laptop was at home. Maybe she could use Find My Phone? Suddenly, she felt a little hopeful. Linda hurried home. She dropped her shopping bags on the kitchen floor, turned on her laptop, and opened her account. Her hands moved quickly across the keyboard. Come on, come on, come on. A few seconds later, a map appeared on the screen. Linda stared at it. The phone was not at the supermarket. It was not at her office. It was not at her apartment. The little blue dot was moving, moving, and moving. Linda blinked. What? She looked closer. The phone was traveling across the city. Then she understood. The taxi. The phone was still in the taxi, and the taxi was still working. Linda stared at the screen. For the first time that evening, she smiled. At least the phone wasn't lost forever. Now she just needed to get it back. She looked at the map. The little blue dot kept moving, north, then east, then south again. The driver was busy, very busy. Linda opened the taxi company's website. After a few minutes, she found a customer service number. She called immediately. A woman answered. Hello, how can I help you? Linda explained everything. I think I left my phone in one of your taxis. The woman asked several questions. What time was the trip? Where did it start? Where did it end? What did the phone look like? Linda answered as quickly as she could. Then the woman said, Please wait a moment. Linda waited and waited and waited. It felt like forever. Finally, the woman came back. Good news! Linda sat up straight. We found the driver. Linda smiled. Really? Yes, and he's still working right now. Did he find the phone? There was a short pause. We're not sure yet. Linda frowned. What do you mean? He's driving another customer to the airport right now. He's on the freeway. He can't stop to check the back seat at the moment. Linda nodded. That makes sense. The customer service agent continued. We've already contacted him. As soon as he finishes the trip, he will check the car and call us back. Linda thanked her and ended the call. Then she looked at the map again. The little blue dot was still moving. At least the phone was still online. That was something. An hour later, her phone rang. Well, not her phone, her apartment phone. Linda almost jumped off the sofa. Hello? Hi, is this Linda? Yes, this is Michael. I'm the taxi driver. Linda stood up so quickly She nearly knocked over her glass of water. You found it? Michael laughed. I did. It was under the back seat. Linda closed her eyes. She had never been so happy to hear those words. Oh, thank goodness. I thought it was gone forever. Michael laughed again. You are not the first person. You won't be the last. Linda laughed too. For the first time that evening, she felt relaxed. They agreed to meet the next morning. The next day, Linda arrived 10 minutes early. She didn't want to miss him. A few minutes later, a taxi pulled up. Michael stepped out. He smiled and held up her phone. There it is! Linda laughed. My whole life is in that phone. Michael handed it to her. Then you should probably keep a closer eye on it. Linda smiled. You are absolutely right. She thanked him again and again, and one more time. Before leaving, Michael said, Have a good day, Linda. You too, she replied. Linda put the phone safely into her bag. Then she sobbed, opened the bag again, and checked one more time. The phone was still there. She laughed. Maybe she was going to be a little more careful from now on. Then she walked away with a smile on her face. Thanks for listening. I'm Amelia. See you in the next story.